Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge. Here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action as we win 3-2 in overtime against the Edmonton Oilers. EDM ain't got shit on us because it's always night time. Night up! Night up. Boys and girls, the Edmonton Oilers were missing Connor McDavid due to an illness. That shit seems to be going around in the world nowadays, right? With all the sports ball shit getting canceled. But without Connor McDavid, the Vegas Golden Knights look to do something about it. But for the Vegas Golden Knights, they were also missing a key personnel in Chandler Stevenson. But your boy, Uncle Petey De Pablo, figured, I got a trick up my sleeve. His name is John Merrill, power forward extraordinaire. That's right, boys and girls. John Merrill, back in the fucking fourth line where he goddamn belongs. All right, just saying it right now. I think John Merrill should be an extraordinary power forward. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into this game, my concern was how good was Koskinen going to be? Because the last time the Edmonton Oilers came to the Vegas Golden Knights home, T-Mobile Arena inside the Fortress, I witnessed how great Mikko Koskinen was. He was absolutely fantastic, and holy shit, he continued that trend straight into this game. And from the very get-go, you felt Koskinen just being a fucking wall out there. And this isn't doing any disservice or discredit to Marc-Andre Fleury. Far from it. This is why we got our boy Marc-Andre Fleury Flower, his face on here, with us. But initially, it wasn't a great time for the Vegas Golden Knights. Chiasson, 9 minutes into the first period, gets the goal. Edmonton is moving the puck inside Vegas' defense so crisply, so efficiently, that as a Vegas Golden Knights fan, you're watching this sequence happen and you're just realizing, wow, there's so much free real estate for the Edmonton Oilers, and you're not surprised when Fleury can't save that. Now, obviously for most people, the idea of blaming the goaltender is the easiest thing. Oh, you conceded a goal, it's the goaltender's fault. But again, I ask you, if the offense and defense makes it a miserable fucking time to not clear the goddamn puck from their own defensive zone, well, the goaltender's going to generally have a bad time. I don't think I'm applying any goddamn, astrophysics knowledge here, but that's just how I see it with the goaltender. So, while Fleury is there, relatively speaking, Koskinen is just eating it up, saving pucks left and right. And thank God the Vegas Golden Knights get a power play opportunity, because you feel, okay, maybe they're still playing the game relatively well in terms of setting the puck up, moving it along, but defense just, But on this power play, maybe you can find the chink in the armor for Koskinen's just outstanding fucking style of goaltending. And thankfully, the Vegas Golden Knights find the net in the power play, and it's Nicolas Roy getting the goal. First period, 16 minutes and 58 seconds in. It's a slap shot from the blue line from Schmidt, and I believe it was a deflection off of Roy. So it slightly brushes off the shoulder of Koskinen, which could have been, on a lucky night, deflected out, but goes in. And the Vegas Golden Knights tying it 1-1. Felt as though, oh man, this is going to be a very, very grimy-ass game. Playoff environment. I mean, you felt it in the crowd. You feel it in the body language of the players. Just very quick, very fast. Solid defense, too. I mean, that's just kind of the hallmark of great playoff hockey, but this is just a prelude. This is just a tribute. Yes, boys and girls, yes, it is. But once you go into the second period, it is that consistent high level of hockey, where despite the fact that Edmonton wasn't getting a lot of shots on, Vegas was still trying to work Koskinen, and holy shit, Koskinen was absolutely incredible. Just robbing Vegas Golden Knights players left and right. Post-its here and there. But Nick Cousins, with possibly the best chance in the second period, gets robbed from Koskinen. And on the other side, Fleury's robbing shit too. Fuck, man. 2 goaltenders on highway robbery, both ends. I mean, it's just a blast to watch these two guys go at it. And so you end up scoreless by the end of the second period. But coming into the third period, you realize that the Vegas Golden Knights have had 30 shots compared to fucking Edmonton's 14. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating when nothing's happening, right? As a Vegas Golden Knights fan perspective, where you're thinking, man, we're getting a lot of shots on, just maybe unlucky. But again, Koskinen just playing absolutely fantastic. But we need a goal, especially against a fucking Pacific Division rival. Hurts. It hurts. What hurts more is Nugent-Hopkins getting the go-ahead goal. 6 minutes and 46 seconds into the third period. Straight off the face-off. I mean, shot goes kind of inside. And unfortunately, when the defense can't clear the puck behind the trapezoid, and the puck is served right in front of fucking Fleury, point blank range, he's not going to save that shit. I know in, the EA universe, goaltenders, they'll save that shit. But in real life, generally speaking, I don't give them a chance to fucking finish that or save that. Nugent-Hopkins actually finished it really well. And Nugent-Hopkins is one of those guys where, obviously, if you're the Canadian media, Sportsnet, TSN, you're going to fucking talk about him. But, here in the States, you don't really get to see him a lot. I mean, unless you're a division rival like the Vegas Golden Knights. And from what I see, Nugent-Hopkins is a fantastic, fantastic player to have alongside this fucking amazing young core. I mean, Draisaitl's still in there, despite Connor McDavid being out for last night's game. Yamamoto, had some really good chances here and there, but also another stud. And so you just consistently have these young guys throughout this season, specifically for Edmonton, just playing out of their fucking minds and just playing all around great hockey. And, on the other side, you got the Vegas Golden Knights, playing pretty well, but frustrating that we go down 2-1 in this game after having so many goddamn shots. And that's what was a frustrating part for me specifically, thinking, man, guys, I mean, we're putting up damn near 40 shots by the near end of the third period. And, it's more anxiety as you're watching this, thinking, maybe we might lose in regulation. That's not going to be good for the division race. But Vegas Golden Knights get an opportunity on the power play, second time of the game in the third period, and Koskinen. Have I mentioned how good he was in this game? I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. And Shea Theodore played this power play like a fucking hangover game. I don't know how else to say it, and I was just gonna fucking bash my head in somewhere. I'm thinking, okay, Shea, I love you, but what the hell are you doing on the power play? You're just letting the puck go loose, not giving a shit where it lands, where you're passing it to. And it's these moments when I get frustrated, I start fucking, yelling and bashing at the fucking table like a goddamn Neanderthal. I look at myself and think, maybe karma's going to bite me in the ass. Maybe this guy might do something crazy later. But boys and girls, while Koskinen is just doing absolutely fantastic stuff, the Vegas Golden Knights, 11 minutes and 57 seconds into this third period, get the equalizing goal by fucking Jonathan Marchessault. Remember, this guy was on a bit of a goal-scoring drought, and lo and behold, man gets an empty netter the night before this game, and he gets just a give me. Just an absolute give me as an equalizer. And it's unfortunate because Edmonton's defense and just their general play in this moment was lackluster. They mishandled the puck straight off the faceoff, and Riley Smith, really being tagged along two defensemen, able to skate it away, get the puck to Marchessault. Marchessault scores. Game is now 2-2. with less than 10 minutes remaining. Now, I, interestingly enough, felt bad for Koskinen after that goal. It's weird because, yeah, it's a division rival. We shouldn't really feel any sort of, sympathy or empathy, anything like that in terms of the competition aspect. But, I'm pretty sure from a player's perspective, I can kind of understand that, like, yo, man, I just fucking did my job to the best of my abilities and you motherfuckers fucked me over? Are you fucking kidding me? Shit, dude. And so, with that rage, I'm pretty sure festering inside of Koskinen, this man decides, all right, fucking, well, these fuckers are going to do shit. I'm going to go for it. And he's still making fantastic saves to the very fucking end of the third period. And I thought with the game remaining, 2 minutes left, Vegas Golden Knights did a fantastic job to settle everything down, control the neutral zone, and to force the game into overtime, which it's not the best result, where whoever comes out of it in overtime, but hey, you're still getting a point, and, if it was a regulation loss, it would have been an absolutely different kind of review. But here we go. 2-2, heading into overtime. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers. Now, the real question in overtime is always, which goalie will hold up the longest? Right? And obviously, once you go into the shootout, that's also kind of a similar mantra. But my whole thing with overtime is this. If the home team, like Edmonton, were up, like they were in the third period, and they concede an equalizing goal to head into overtime, I feel like generally they'll probably lose. And Koskinen, as great as he played all throughout the game, overtime was Marc-Andre Fleury time. Overtime was really Marc-Andre Fleury time. He makes a huge save, which essentially sets up the game-winning goal. So Jonathan Marchessault and William Karlsson are inside Edmonton's defense. They are forechecking the fuck out of this one defenseman. And I apologize if I don't know his name. I'm just trying to watch our guys and play and get the goals. So sometimes I don't note that. But Karlsson was digging at that fucking puck. Aggression on the forecheck, my boys. And to get that pass out to Marshy, who finds Shea Theodore for the game-winning goal at 2 minutes and 13 seconds, was absolutely exhilarating. And yeah, I totally ate shit after complaining about Shea Theodore, which I'm fine with that. Like, yo, if I complain about my own team and they make me eat shit, like, okay, cool. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't give a fuck. I want you guys to do the best. And so I guess getting passive-aggressively angry at Shea Theodore in my own little bubble, like, yeah, fucking suck. Maybe push him to get the game-winning goal. And this is the second fucking night. Remember, back-to-back nights where Shea Theodore scores a game-winning goal. Oh, boy. He's exceeded his goal tally in his career, I believe. 13 goals as of now. And holy shit, what a fantastic win for the Vegas Golden Knights. But, big ass but, like goddamn Alexis, Texas, we have to give credit to Koskinen. Yes, even division rivals have to give division rivals kudos when they do well. Except the fucking Sharks, because I fucking can't stand the goddamn Sharks. But Koskinen, 45 saves on 48 shots. The man damn near fucking faced 50 shots with the .938 save percentage, and holy shit, it is just too bad. It's just too bad that this defense just decided, we're gonna just let it go. Now, this is a curious part with Edmonton. If they get to the playoffs, and I say if because you never know what the hell's going to happen in that 1% extreme unlikelihood of just completely falling apart. But if the Edmonton Oilers make it into the playoffs, I feel like Koskinen is still going to be pretty solid. What happens in the playoffs, we don't know. But I still would imagine, because of his just insanely good streak right now in terms of how he's playing, I feel like he'll do well in the playoffs. As for the other guys, Maybe if Connor McDavid is in this game, different story at home. But yeah, it's a bit curious. It is a bit curious in terms of their defense, like how they're going to pull on through. But Edmonton might find a way. And hell, I think it just might be off the back of Koskinen. Right? And sometimes that happens. Sometimes the goalies can carry a series. I mean, we've seen Marc-Andre Fleury do it our first year. And hell, we've seen fucking guys like Jonathan Quick do it in this fucking league, right? So, maybe not in that elite category as Koskinen, but I think goalies still have that juice in the playoffs and they can ride off of it, even when the rest of the team just decides, just kind of phone it in. And yeah, I may say phone it in and imply that Edmonton didn't show out any effort, but unfortunately, I feel like in the overtime period, they just fell flat. And so with that, the Vegas Golden Knights concede the 1 point, but they take the 2 points as well. And Marc-Andre Fleury, 22 saves on 24 shots, a .917 save percentage. Not a lot of shots faced, but just efficient and effective when he needed to be. And this is generally what the Vegas Golden Knights have been facing the last few weeks. Very few shots, relatively speaking. I think Lehner had the most shots a couple weeks ago. Was it probably Buffalo or something like that? Maybe the shutout he got, but I think he only had one game where he got 30 plus shots faced off. And for our guys to get a relatively low shot night, from the opposition and still come out with the win above 900, hey, you make all the stat nerds happy and you make a fucking dumbass like me happy. And really, guys, the Vegas Golden Knights getting 2 points on the road without arguably their most consistent player in Chandler Stevenson is a huge testament to what this team can potentially do. Now, I can already imagine today, and I haven't checked out any hockey shit from today because rule of thumb for me, I'd rather, make my own review, make my own opinions, and then watch the other guys' shit, because that's just, I feel otherwise like I'm just paraphrasing whatever shit they're going to say. But I can already feel the fucking Canadian bias popping in, saying, oh, Connor wasn't there, just diminish Vegas's effort. Oh, they swept the, Alberta series, back-to-back games for the first time in franchise history, but that won't be fucking talked about. Just won't. But who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what those fucking media cunts are saying? Doesn't fucking matter. What matters is, boys, is winning. Getting those 2 fucking points. And fuck, man, getting those 2 points on the road feels so goddamn good. So hopefully the Vegas Golden Knights continue this wonderful trend of winning games. And I know Thursday is a game against Minnesota at Minnesota. Never a great game. Never a great time or a great game when we go to Minnesota, the Vegas Golden Knights. They tend to just get destroyed by the Minnesota Wild. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Also, I believe William Carrier and his fiance are expecting a child within the next day or two. So, if he's missing from the squad on Thursday, no worries. Best of luck to you, Mr. Carrier, and your lovely fiance, and hopefully your beautiful newborn baby. So, boys and girls, that does it for me, for the Vegas Golden Knights. So follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go!